Hey folks, today we're going to talk a little bit about metal fabrication, and we're going to learn how to turn this little apparatus here that I have bent up on a 90 into something that looks like this, where it is a corner with a flange on the top. So we're going to use this tool right here, the Central Machinery Metal Shrinker and Stretcher Set. We're going to focus on the shrinker, so check it out. Alright, now that you know what we're trying to build, this is where they're going to go. Now the other side of this cab corner here is completely gone, and I started making a patch, and the way these are built, where this seam comes together, there's a flange on the top. Okay, so if you can imagine this sitting like this, and then the top corner panel sits like that, okay? And those are joined together. Now, in order to make a radius around this, you need to shrink this piece of metal to turn it into that semi-U shape, if you will. Alright? The way I used to do these, where that 90-degree bend was on the top, I would just bend the flat piece of sheet metal over a pipe, and then I would weld the 90 onto it and grind it so it had a nice clean radius on it and fix it up with filler. We're going to try and do this a better way. Here's the side that I'm trying to replicate. Now I'm just going to give you guys a little teaser on how these pieces of equipment work. I'm not going to show actual building of this, because this will probably take me and my limited metal finishing skill set and metal fabrication for sheet metal. It just takes me a long time. This would probably take me a good couple hours to build. I fussed with it yesterday and was going to do it the original way, and I thought, you know what, let's go see exactly how much these shrinker stretchers cost. So here is the shrinker. It is the black painted tool of the set, okay? I did not buy the stand. I just put these things in the vise, and I've already played with them, so I got a little intel on them before I went and made an ass out of myself in front of you guys. This one is the stretcher, so this will make something more elongated. The other one will tighten it back up. So we're going to focus on the shrinker tool right now. So remember, we're trying to build a corner that looks like that. Take a look at the jaws in there. Okay, they're open, they're closed, they grip the metal, and as you compress them, they close up. Okay, stretcher is exactly the opposite. As you close them, they open up like that and pull it apart. So I'm going to just show you guys here real quick, like if I can get the camera to do what I want it to do. I'm going to give you guys an idea of how this all plays out. Let's see. You can sort of see that. Let's go ahead and put this in the shrinker. The stand was like 140 bucks, and this tool was was the same price. I did not buy the stand because it looked kind of Mickey Mouse, and I feel like I could build something better for the same kind of time and money. So here you go. And I'm not even going to hold that because this is just a test piece, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. See if I can. I probably can't feed this through here one-handed. Let's set you up on the other side, and I'll try and stay out of the frame. It's going to be kind of a pain to do, but I'll let you watch. I'll give you guys a little zoomage here. So we'll go with that. And I'll try and stay behind this and keep my hands out of the way so you can see. But just moving it into the machine. You don't have to go all the way the full depth of your L bend. I just tap on the handle a little bit. You don't have to get aggressive with it. This one may not bend true because it's a really junky piece of metal, but and this is sort of exaggerated as well. It'd be easier on the stand with a foot pedal because you can watch from above what you're doing. I'm just trying to show you guys in a video. A little, maybe something to add to your tool collection that might make your life a little easier if you're making rust panels. I looked around for a lot of other units, and quite frankly, this one right here is probably, for what I'm going to use it for, just about as good as any. There are a lot more expensive tools out there, but you know, Harbor Freight, a lot of times, if you're not working something real hard, will surprise you. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. I think you guys can see that and see what's starting to happen here. We're starting to develop a curve. So I'll get on the other side of this and just kind of give you a little primer on how this works. If you go too far, you can put it back in the stretcher. I'm not being careful to do any of this in any particular proper fashion. I'm just showing you what the machine is capable of doing. So there you go. Let's see if you guys can see this. Let's zoom back out here because I'm going to walk up into here. So this is kind of what I got, and the idea was to make something that had a flange on one side and that I could get a radius on this outside piece of metal, okay? That's about it. So that is what I'm going to use to make those cab corners with. This was a really crappy piece of metal. As you can see, I beat on it and everything else, so it's not going to bend true, but it's scrap, and I didn't want to waste a good piece of, this is 20 gauge. They claim you can do 18 gauge mild steel with it. I do not. Let's get in the frame here. I do not believe that you can bend 18 gauge with that. You might be able to, maybe 18 gauge aluminum, but not steel. 20 gauge body sheet metal, and unless you're restoring a really old vehicle, I believe you could pretty much use that to make yourself some rust repair panels. So get some practice on it, and maybe I'll be a little bit better at it. But I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up on something to, instead of just using chisels and pipes and things like that to shape metal, that might be something that you guys might be interested in. So hope you guys are all having a good one, and we'll catch you later.